Hey guys, welcome to our 20th episode of NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. Of course, this will be episode 4 of season 2 now, so 20th episode overall, so yeah, pretty cool. So anyway, just a recap of last week's episode, or last 3 races, I guess you could say. Man, oh man, what a string of finishes for Fredo. Went to Atlanta in the Truck Series. We played the pit strategy perfect, and he got his first career win in one of the most unlikeliest of fashions. Turned around, went to Homestead Miami Speedway, and once again played a little pit strategy, and once again Fredo had an outstanding finish. Almost had a shot to win the race, but couldn't quite get there. Still had a very strong third place finish. And then we went to Texas Motor Speedway in episode 19, and Fredo was running pretty good. Ran the top 10 most of the race. Unfortunately, late caution. Everybody came in and got tires, and they just blew our doors off at the end. We wound up with and Fredo wound up with an 11th place finish. Still a good, strong finish. A lot better than the last outing in Texas where he crashed DNF'd. So at least we improved on that. So, all right, with that recap out of the way, let's go to where we're going now. We're headed to Derbin. We're back with the Extreme Dirt Tour Series, by the way. Fredo's 1-1 this season. And we're heading to Derbin, to the Derbin short track for the HendrickCars.com 40. Can Fredo make it 2 for 2? What do you say let's head to the track and find out. All right, guys, we're ready to qualify here at Derbin. We made a slight change for Fredo's car. Added a little bit of a rear sway bar to the car, so we'll see how he likes that. Maybe make the car less unstable. But I'm telling you what, Fredo's really getting around there. Here we go for our qualifying lap. I'm telling you what, this car is quick, and it's not rolling around near as much since we put that rear sway bar in for Fredo. So we're coming off 4. Let's see where Fredo starts. And hey, look there, second pole of the season, I think. If I remember right, he qualified on the pole for the first race, so we're 2 for 2 on the poles. So yeah, Fredo's off to a hot start. So let's look at the qualifying results. Fredo Manguino gets the pole. Randy Davis second. Caleb Stevenson third. Fourth is Leslie Gomez. Hugh Ackerman is fifth. And we'll scroll on down and see where everybody starts. Not a great qualifying run for Tony Stewart back in 9th. So we'll just go on down here and see where everybody starts. And Danny Hoffman rounds out your field in 24th. So without further ado, let's go to the race and see if Fredo can make it 2 for 2 on the season. All right, guys. Let's see if Fredo can make it 2 for 2 to start the season. We're underway at Derbin. So this track, really high bank, short track, and we forgot to take a little gear out of this thing. We're really hitting that rev limiter going down the straightaways. But yeah, high bank, short oval, really fast. And I'm telling you what, Fredo is really liking this car. It's really handling for him. You can see he's just driving off and leaving everybody. I mean, he is just killing the field. And Fredo's not even really pushing the car. Of course, we've about got this thing maxed out, so we really don't have to spend any more money on this car. And we're kind of debating on whether this might be Fredo's last season in the Dirt Tour Series. It all depends if he gets promoted to the Xfinity Series or the Cup Series. Because if that happens, yeah, we're probably done after this year in the Dirt Tour Series. So, yeah, this may be Fredo's swan song season in the Dirt Tour Series. We'll kind of see what happens. But I'm telling you what, Fredo's car is absolutely on rails right now. I mean, it's hugging the bottom. And it's just, okay, wow, we're like jacking people up off the ground. Because Fredo's cars, and they are 3 wide up ahead of us. My goodness. You know what? Let's just make it 4 wide. Just pass them all. There you go. Boy, we got really tight and drifted up the track there. Kind of need to watch ourselves. Not do that. I'll tell you what, Fredo's running these sub 15-second laps. I mean, this thing is really getting around this track. I mean, the crew is really stepped it up and prepared some really quick rocket ships for Fredo. He could very well dominate this season. Oh boy, I think we got hooked in the right rear quarter panel. I got choked there for a little bit, but yeah, they had a little contact right there. That just about caused an issue right there. Holy cow, look at that gaggle of cars up ahead of us. And oh, by the way, we have lapped up to the top 5 cars. I mean, Fredo is absolutely whipping this field. I mean, look at, he's almost 3/4 of a lap ahead of second place. I mean, that's how bonkers this is. I mean, we're coming up to lap 5th place. I mean, Fredo is absolutely whipping them. We just gotta be careful. Fredo just needs to be careful not wreck the car. That's all he's got. We are about to put Tony Stewart a lap down. There's Stewart right up ahead of us. We are about to lap Tony Stewart. This is completely insane. We could very well lap this field before the race is over. I mean, we got 7 laps to go. It can happen. Yeah. Get out of the way. Fredo Bangino IV is coming through. I mean, we're almost on the same straightaway as second place. That is absolutely crazy. I mean, there's 3rd place right up there, getting ready to go a lap down. Second place is just right up the track from him. I mean, this is crazy. Okay, we didn't need to do that. Fredo kind of lost the car a little bit there and hit the wall, but that's not going to make much of a difference. And he just kind of drove it off in there and made a bunch of contact. You know, it would actually be hilarious if Fredo could lap the field. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. We've only got 1 lap to go. But hey, we lapped all the way up to second place. I mean, this car is absolutely dominant. Fredo is absolutely just killing them in this field. Coming off turn 4, and Fredo makes it 2 for 2 in the Extreme Dirt Tour Series race. He wins at Derbin. So, yeah. I mean, this guy is going to get pretty experienced doing burnouts. Why they parked the cars there on the inside, I don't know. But hey, who cares? Fredo's still a winner. Well, we're causing damage to other people's cars, but hey, who cares? Fredo's still a winner. Yeah, burn it down, Fredo. There we go. Yeah. There you go, right there. All right, checking out your results. Fredo Bangino IV wins the race in dominating fashion, nearly laps the field. Mark Hunter almost a full lap behind in second place, and he is the only other car that's on the lead lap. So, yeah, that's pretty dominating if I do say so myself. So, third place, Caleb Stevenson. Tony Stewart finishes 4th. Alan Anderson rounds out your top 5, so we'll scroll on down and see where everybody finishes. And we go on down to Kelly Cates in 24th, 4 laps down. No DNFs in this race. So yeah, kind of a rare instance where we have all the cars finish. Albeit a few of them many laps down. So yeah, like I said, dominating performance. All right, so looking at your point standings, Fredo Banguino the fourth leads the points. He is also the only guy with wins so far this season, with back-to-back wins. Tony Stewart runs second in the points, Caleb Stevenson third. Mark Hunter is fourth in points after that second place finish, and Cody Brock rounds out your top 5 in points. So we will scroll on down, see where everybody's at in points. And once again, Bobby Williams has not qualified for a race. He has no points. Yeah, you're going to be seeing this scene a lot, I imagine, this season. Fredo standing in victory lane in the Dirt Tour Series race. I predict this is going to be a very dominating season for this team. So, yeah, we could be in for some big, big things. So, yeah, celebrate that win, Fredo. All right, so with the Extreme Dirt Tour Series race out of the way, we are headed back to the Truck Series, and this time we're headed to a short track. We're headed to Richmond International Speedway, or Richmond Raceway, I should say, the short track. So, yeah, Fredo's had some strong runs so far the last 3 races. Can he keep it up? We're going to find out. Let's head to Richmond and see what happens. Alright guys, here we are ready to qualify at Richmond. So we kind of changed the setup around on this truck a little bit, seeing if we can maybe make a little bit of something happen here in qualifying and the race. The truck wasn't too bad for Fredo. Had some speed. We'll see what happens in qualifying. So here we go, bailing off into turn 1. And truck's sticking pretty good. Fredo's saying it's probably a little bit on the tight side, probably could stand to be loosened up. But honestly, okay, we smacked the wall, so that's going to hurt us. So a 23.18, and we qualify 21st. We probably give up about a half second right there. We could have probably easily been in the 22s. Had not been for that, but anyway, let's scroll on up, take a look at the qualifying order. Todd Gilliland gets the pole, Grant Enfinger second, Ben Rose third, Stuart Friesen fourth, fifth is Ross Chastain, Matt Crafton is sixth, Raleigh Hurt seventh, Zane Smith eighth, ninth is Natalie Decker, and 10th is Sheldon Creed. We'll scroll on down and take a look at the rest of the starting order. There's Fredo in 21st. Pretty average start. So we'll go on down, and Angela Rutch rounds out the field in 32nd. So what do you say we head to the race and see what happens? All right, Fredo. The string of strong finishes is on the line. We're going racing at Richmond. So Fredo's had a string of really good finishes. Had that big win in Atlanta. Had that great third place run at Homestead, and then a much stronger showing at Texas with an 11th place finish. So hopefully Fredo can kind of get keep the good times rolling here with yet another strong finish. But this is a really tricky track. So like I said, we'll just kind of see what happens here. Hopefully Fredo doesn't start making enemies in this race. But I'll tell you what, I should have been recording the practice session, because there was a lot of wacky stuff that was going on in practice. I mean, Grant Enfinger was getting up on 2 wheels. Guys were spinning out, doing weird stuff. And Fredo also spun out and crashed in qualifying. So yeah, it was a rather interesting practice session for Fredo. Hopefully the race doesn't pan out that way, but we got 56 laps to figure out what kind of race this is going to be. So yeah, so we just kind of need to bide our time. Fredo just needs to be calm, methodically work his way up through the field, and maybe we'll try some strategy stuff later on, because we will have to make probably 2 or 3 pit stops in this race, probably closer to 3 in this race. So we'll see what kind of pit strategy we can cook up here in race. Truck is really tight according to Fredo. So we'll see what happens as the run goes along. See if the field backs up to us a little bit. Remember, we're not really looking for speed right off the get-go. We're looking for that nice long run. We want the truck to be good on long runs. Because if we're only good for about 2 or 3 laps, that's not going to help us out any.
Going too fast.
And we also really need to be careful we don't hit that commitment cone. Because that'll put us on pit road, which will also black flag us for speeding if we hit it at full track speed. And, oh boy, Fredo's really diving it off down in there. He really needs to chill out and watch himself there. I'll tell you what, though, the truck isn't handling all that bad. Oh, we got a caution. So, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and get our 4 tires and fuel, and we'll kind of get off sequence from some of these guys. I'll tell you what, though, the pit crew's doing this job. Got Fredo 3 spots there, and the leaders are out on old tires. So, I figure they didn't pit. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see if we can blow the doors off these guys up ahead of us here. So let's see what happens. I'll tell you what, Fredo's working his way up through the field. So we're only a 1.5 seconds off the leader here. Oh boy, we need to watch ourselves. Wow. Friesen just dive bombed us in there. I mean, he took no prisoners taking those spots. He got about 3 spots in one corner. I'm telling you what, these guys on new tires, they're Superman for about 4 or 5 laps, and then they kind of start coming back to us a little bit. I'll tell you what, though, Fredo's knocking on the door of the top 5. I'm telling you, he might challenge for a win before this is all said and done. We'll see what happens. The leader is kind of getting away from us a little bit. He's kind of drawing it out to a almost 2 second lead, and we drove in there too hard. That killed us right there. We lost about 3/10 in that corner. Now we are 3 wide going into the turns. Yeah, we're losing ground to the leader right now. We'll see what happens as the tires start wearing out, whether they come back to us a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on that ticker right there. And right now, it seems to be the case. We're kind of starting to eat into their lead a little bit. We're down under 2 seconds again. So we're starting to close back up on these guys a little bit. Fredo just needs to mind these P's and Q's. Down to 1.3 seconds. I'm telling you, since Fredo got that win, his confidence has really soared since then. And so has the teams. I mean, they're really starting to get after it now. As long as nothing weird and funky happens, I think Fredo's going to have a real strong season. Maybe finally get that promotion to the Nationwide Series, or the Xfinity Series, and the Cup, or the Cup Series. The Cup Series is the one we're really looking at. I'll tell you what, we're coming up. Take 3rd place. We're in 3rd, maybe. The truck's starting to kind of lose the handle a little bit. We just kind of need to be careful here. Okay, we got guys starting to peel off and go on the pit road. Whoa, boy! Okay, we didn't need to do that. We just plastered Todd Gill, and we got loose, and the truck just took off down onto the apron. So yeah, that's not good. So Fredo has a bunch of damage on the nose now. So yeah, that's not good. Let's see how many laps Fredo's got to go. Okay, so he's got 11 laps of fuel left. 65% on the right front tire, 80% on the right rear. Left sides are looking pretty good. So if we have a deal where we pit with just like maybe 10 laps to go or so, we might try throwing 2 tires at the truck. and see what happens. Yeah, this thing's starting to get really unstable for Fredo. Like I said, we'll kind of see what happens as the race goes along, but Fredo just needs to kind of mind his P's and Q's a little bit. So that's Ty Majeski. He just pitted. You see him there running 30th. Okay, so the caution's out. We just trapped a bunch of guys a lap down. So we're going to come in and get 4 tires and fuel, and we're in 4th place. So once again, pit crew did lose a couple of spots because we had to repair some damage, but they're still getting the job done. So we're back under green. Fredo's in a really good spot right now. So we just we don't need to cause trouble and get ourselves wrecked. So we're kind of sliding back through the field, but that's okay. Remember, as the race goes along, as the run goes along, Fredo will kind of reel these guys back in a little bit. As long as we don't do anything crazy and cause ourselves to lose a bunch of time, Fredo's going to be just fine. So. Oh boy. Holy cow. That almost got ugly right there. Somebody just blew up and it stacked the whole field up. And that could have ended in disaster right there. That was a close one. Fredo almost got himself in a mess right there. But we got it gathered back up now. Fredo's kind of got his bearings back, and we're kind of picking our way back up through the field again. Up to 6th. There's Stuart Friesen in 5th. We're kind of coming back to him a little bit. Ooh, got a little bit of contact there on the left rear from Johnny Sauter. But this is kind of how it's been in the Heat 5 career mode episodes. The truck starts out really bad for Fredo, but as the run goes along, he starts reeling these guys back in. So it's kind of just how far up front can Fredo get before either the race ends or before the caution flag flies. Okay, so we got a caution. So I think we're going to come in and get 4 tires again. I don't think we want to try 2 tires just yet. So the pit crew got the job done. We made up 5 spots. And Fredo's got the lead now. So yeah, Fredo's going to start leading some laps. So we got a bonus point there for leading. We got that clean air now. Unfortunately, like I said, everybody else is Superman on new tires besides Fredo. So we will have to unfortunately give up the lead now and kind of reel these guys back in as the run goes along. So we're kind of sliding back through the field a little bit. We're losing 8th, 9th place, maybe 10th. We'll lose 10th if we hit the wall for sure. Yeah, we're sliding way back now. So yeah, Fredo just needs to no. Okay, so we crashed. So we might as well just come in, get our tires, get our damage fixed, fall back through the field. So we've fallen all the way back to 29th place, unfortunately. So now we're at the rear of the field again. So Fredo's going to have to work his way up to the front. That was not what we wanted to do, but it happened. So we got 8 laps remaining. So yeah, there's no more saving tires and fuel now. So we got to try to get all we can before the race ends. And we got to get through all these trucks. So we assume nobody has pitted. So we're going to have fresher tires than everybody else. So we should hopefully start making our way through the field. We just kind of need to be careful. Fredo doesn't need to try anything crazy. Oh man, That truck's really getting tight for Fredo. But hopefully we can kind of get up through there a little bit. I'll tell you what though, Fredo's making his way up through the field. He's up to 19th. We got 5 laps to go. How far can Fredo get? They are 3 wide up ahead of us. My goodness, they are going at it. Okay, they kind of cleared out just in time. Boy, they are really good at some jockeying for position up ahead of us. Three laps to go. I'll tell you what, Fredo's working his way up to the field nicely. He's knocking on the door of the top 10. Like I said, if he doesn't do anything crazy in these last couple laps, he might have a shot at a top 10. There it is, top 10. Couple laps to go. Oh no! Okay, we got hooked by Stuart Friesen. And now we got a green-white checker. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about pitting now. So yeah. We do have some damage, but hopefully it's not going to be enough to hurt the truck for Fredo. Okay, that was a little nerve-wracking. So yeah, we still got fresher tires than everybody else. We got 2 laps to kind of get the job done. So let's see how Fredo does here. I don't know how many spots he'll be able to get in 2 laps. Man, they are all over the place right now. Boy, they are sending it. They are beating and banging. It is getting wild. Coming off turn 4, can Fredo get 7th? Can he get 7th? Nope. But, hey, 8th place finish. Nice run for Fredo, and he hits the wall, but who cares? It's after the race. So, Fredo's string of strong finishes continues. He gets an 8th place finish. So, yeah, not bad. Keeps his good spot in the standings, I hope. So, yeah, let's kind of check out the running order here. So here's the running order. Todd Gillen gets a win, gets himself into the chase. Sheldon Creed finishes 2nd, Matt Crafton 3rd. Rafael Lassard finishes 4th. And Grant Enfinger rounds out your top 5. And we'll scroll on down. Of course, you see Fredo there in 8th place. We'll go on down here. See where everybody finishes. And Tyler Ankrum and Ty Majeski, both DNF, they don't finish. They finish 31st and 32nd. So, okay, checking out the point standings. Grant Enfinger still leads your points. Ben Rhodes 2nd. 3rd is Johnny Sauter. 4th is Fredo Maggino stays in 4th after that strong run. Nally Decker is 5th in points. Stuart Friesen is 6th. Austin Hill 7th. Christian Eck is... Holy cow! Okay. Yeah. That was, wow, there were some wrecks in this race. Holy smokes. Okay, yeah. So anyway, yeah. All right, you know what? There's your top 10 points right there. Got a 3-way tie for 8th. in points. Christian Eckes, Matt Craft, and Ross Chastain all tied for 8th place. So right now, Christian Eckes would hold the tiebreaker from the looks of it. So, whew, boy, that's some tight points right there. So, yeah, we'll kind of scroll on down here through the point standings. And Tyler Hill and Jesse Little both have not qualified for the race, therefore they have no points. So, okay, let's see what happened. Let's see what our next race is. Okay, just real quick. Apparently we have angered somebody. Spencer Boyd says, "Hey, Fredo Bangino the fourth, what's your deal? The last race was awful. You are a dirty, dirty driver. Hashtag suspend Fredo Bangino the fourth." Okay. I don't know what we did to him, but maybe when I go back and watch the race we can find out. But okay, I guess we can compliment him and not anger him more. So, all right. So we got our bonus money now, so that's good. So our next race is another truck series, and it's at Dover Speedway, the Jegs 200, and that'll be our next episode in the NASCAR Heat 5 career mode. So yeah, can Fredo keep the strong finishes coming? We'll find out in the next episode. So until then, we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.